All right, everybody. Hey, welcome. So today I'm here with our guest.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Kemmii. I'm an R&B artist from Brooklyn, New York. I produce, I write, I record, I perform very well. So you should come see me perform whenever you can. And yeah.
Yes. And going to, I guess, your artistry and your journey into music, how did that begin for you?
I started making music professionally in 2021, but I've always been a musician. I started producing beats on GarageBand when I was about like 7-ish on my dad's iPad. And then from there, I was a dancer also my whole life. So like music just been ingrained, and going to church, I learned to play drums. And then by the time I got to high school, I started making like mini demos, mini songs and stuff, but like it didn't really like pop off until I got to my junior year and I made my first album, and that's when I decided to like take music seriously so I could combine everything.
And what genres of music do you do? Is it usually like a mixture of like dance, electronic?
My music is very based in neo soul R&B, but I definitely like to experiment. Like I have a lot of different songs that have different vibes. So like I love pop. Coming up after BQ from BK, there's gonna be like a funk album that I'm getting into. BQ from BK is very like drill, hip hop inspired. Um, yeah, I definitely play around with a whole bunch of genres, but the base is definitely neo soul R&B.
Mm. And when it comes to making visuals for your music, how does that go about?
Well, it's changed honestly over the past couple years. Like, as I started making music, my visuals were like cute. Like, I was collabing with people around me to make visuals, but as of recently, my creative director, he found me and we started working together. And I had an old friend of mine who got into videography, and so we came together as a group and started to build visuals. My creative director, built a whole vision board for our first music video that we worked together on. We scouted out venues. We like did a treatment for our videographer. Had a phone call and stuff, and then from there, you kind of just facilitate the vibe and execute. Yeah, yeah.
And you can bring up like any project of yours. But I guess whichever project you choose, what was I guess the process behind it?
Um, I'll talk about No Hesitation because BQ from BK is very new, but No Hesitation is the album that I had prior to BQ from BK, and I made all of those songs upstate while I was at SUNY Fredonia. I was there for only 1 year, but like I was in a space of isolation and in heat. I was in desperate heat, y'all. Whew, there was nobody else up there that was just, like giving my energy that I could really, like get into it with. And so I made a whole bunch of songs. I collaborated with a couple friends up there. I had some old demos as well. And I pieced them together in 2024. I don't remember how I chose the name title. I knew I wanted it to be one of the songs so that it could have some cohesion. But after coming back down from Fredonia, like during the summer is when I shot no, actually during the spring, my bad, is when I shot some of the single covers and the album cover. And No Hesitation just stuck out to me after a while. Like, after releasing the singles, like, I was looking at which songs I want on there, and No Hesitation, she just did it for me. So, yeah.
And, is there any upcoming projects you want to mention?
As of right now, no. I don't wanna talk about my next album. I wanna save that because I'm still building that. But I am working on a collab project with one of my favorite producers right now. His name is Apaku, and he also collabed with me on our most recent single, Talk. So I will say we do have a project coming together. But my next album, she'll stay in the dark until we're ready for her. But stream BQ from BK, thank ya.
Yes. And ooh. Explain your music journey. Like, you know, you mentioned before, like, you started on GarageBand, you know, at the age of 7. But have you, like, I guess, taken any classes in music or?
Yeah, so I started music. My dad put me in piano classes when I was very young. Hated it. Couldn't stand piano classes. But from there, I was like singing in church and learned how to harmonize in church and stuff. Started playing the drums, as I mentioned before, and that really helped my musicality. Also, dancing, being a dancer helped my musicality. And once I got to high school, I was also in musical theater. So I got some vocal training there. Oh, I also got some vocal training in dance school as well. Shameless plug. When I was 12, I had the opportunity to sing at a gala, a World Hunger Gala with my old dance school NDI, and Oprah was there.
Ooh.
So I sang for Oprah at 12 years old. Very, very gaggy moment for my young self. But they trained me for that moment. So I had some vocal training. They helped me get just the tone right, the delivery right, and I will say that helped me a lot with performing and just having strong vocals on the stage. So yeah, I would say those are my best training moments. There's no footage of it, but I have a picture of it. It's deep in my camera roll. I have a picture of me, Oprah, one of the other girls from the dance, the director of the school, Ellen, and I think somebody else that was on the board. But Oprah's in the middle, and then it's me on the right, the Asian girl on the left, and then the two people from the board. Yeah, I love that moment. I think about it a lot.
And are you planning on doing any live performances?
As of right now, I don't have any planned, but I will soon. So please stay updated with my Instagram. You can follow me at I am Kemmii, IAMKEMMII. I will have performances soon. As of right now, no, but I will let everyone know when it's coming up.
And I guess this is just a question in general. When it comes to I guess creating music, what I guess type of mindset are you in? How do you get into the zone?
Okay, so typically I write my songs based off of experience. Sorry, hold on, let me fill up this cup, baby. Throw it a little dry. Typically I write my songs based off of experience. So when I'm in the zone, I usually have either something heavy on my heart or I'm producing a beat out of fun. And there's 2 methods that I have. So one is if I start a beat and I really like it, sometimes I may have the song melody for it, sometimes I may not. But if I do, I do some freestyles, I find a nice pocket and build lyrics from there. But if I have a topic that I really want to discuss, I'll write out a couple rhymes first, see if I have a beat that I like, or create one if the melody's already in my head, create that melody and build it from there. But other than that, I like to be creative when I'm high. I get high a lot, sorry. If I have a good sativa strand on me, it could be a edible or a blunt. Once I have a little vibe going on, then the creative juices flow more. I won't say that I need it to create, but it does enhance my creativity. So yeah, that would be my vice to get in the zone. But if I'm naturally already in there, then yeah.
And do you want to tell a story through your music? Of
course. I feel music is about storytelling. I feel if you're not telling a story through your music, why are we listening? I think, yes, some music is meant for the vibe and meant for turn up or this is just my mood right now. But I think the most impactful music and music that resonates with people the most tells a story, and it's typically a story that people can relate with. So yes, I love telling stories through my music. A lot of my music is inspired by my life stories. So yeah, for sure, storytelling is very important.
And is there a type of impact you want to leave when it comes to your music?
Yes, honestly, the word impact has been, I won't say it's scaring me, but it's like it's becoming more real and real every day as I progress through my career. I definitely do want to leave an impact, and I would say that I want it to be inspirational. When I started music, the goal wasn't to be an inspirational person. I think that kind of just happened through me being myself and exuding my talents. I've gotten that word a lot, so I definitely would love to inspire people to feel like they can be themselves as well and feel like their stories are valid enough to share. Yeah.
And usually when I ask artists this question, it kind of stops them in the track, but define yourself as an artist in one word and explain why.
I would say intentional. And why? Because I feel everything I do is intentional, and I feel intent is extremely important with action. And when you have intent, people can see and know and understand why you're doing something very clearly.
Yeah.
No explanation needed. Like, intent is very, very powerful when it's done correctly and when it's done to empower people and to empower yourself. Yeah, I would say intentional. Definitely. I feel my art is intentional and my music is intentional. How I live is intentional. So, yeah. Yeah.
And, do you have any inspirations of yours?
Yes, I have a lot. I would say my top two performance-wise is Beyonce and Michael Jackson. They're my top two Virgoats. And following them, I would say music-wise, I've been getting into a lot of Iman Omari. He is like a neo-soul, new jazz singer. And I just love his voice, and it's so similar to mine. My friend Jacoby put me onto his music. So, so good. Love his voice. I love some Ro James, Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan. I love Marsha Ambrosius, Layla Hathaway, Bryson Tiller. Who else? Who else do I want to name? I'd say A. Marie. I love Rihanna. Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of Virgos, we do have a song coming up
Oh.
that relates to that. But I guess also describe the music scene where you're from.
Okay. Well, from New York, the music scene is very diverse. I'll say because I grew up in a diasporic community, my bad, of a lot of Caribbean people, there's so much dance hall and reggae that I was exposed to as a child. And so growing up from there, that was kind of all I knew, including hip hop as well. Hip hop is the Brooklyn aspect to it, but like my family and my neighbors and like my church community they were all Caribbean, so they are all Caribbean. So their music is very centered in Caribbean sounds and sonics. But growing up in Brooklyn, there was a lot of hip hop, a lot of R&B, and I think I discovered neo soul on my own. I think I really heard it and took the initiative to seek it out. But from there, from Brooklyn, definitely hip hop, R&B, and dancehall. Down.
And let's see, which genre is your favorite?
Ooh. I would say R&B and reggae are my favorites. My love for reggae has grown over time. I think when I was younger, I used to kind of despise it because I was just like, I was young and I wanted to be rebellious, and I'm just like, I listen to this all the time. I hear it all the time. I don't want to hear it anymore. Bob Marley, love you, but like, damn. And then as I grew up, I just like it resonated with me more. Like there's a reason for reggae. It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
It's very calming. Like it's music that you put on when you need to wind down or you need to center yourself and ground yourself. And I really respect the genre for that. I also want to make some R&B, I mean some reggae music, like a reggae album or something like that in my future because I am Caribbean. So would love to do that. And I also hear so many parallels between reggae and neo soul. So like I would love to explore in that genre. Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see. I guess is there anything you've experimented with?
Yes. Okay, so I've been trying to create like a genre and it combines R&B jazz with jungle music, and jungle is like kind of like a I don't want to say a variant. I was about to say deviant, but it's not a deviant. A variant of drum and bass, kind of like very fast-paced techno music, but there's like a lot of chops, a lot of like drum loops, a lot of animated sounds and stuff. And I think it was more last year before I was really curating BQ from BK. I was in like a jazz and jungle era and I really loved that sound. So I definitely think I'm gonna explore it more, probably make an EP, excuse me, with that sound because it's so good together. Like the chords from the jazz and like the neo soul mixed with the chops from the drum and bass, it's just I need it. So yeah, I've definitely been experimenting with that. As I said, also my next album will be like more funk pop.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been experiencing with a lot of funky, groovy sounds and stuff. I've been building that soundscape. And experimenting with that is fun. But I also feel like experimenting is more than just new ideas. I think it involves collaboration. So I definitely want to collaborate with more people while I experiment.
And lastly, is there any, I guess, advice you have for any artists, who are going to, your direction of music?
I would say study. I would say listen to artists that surprise you, that make your brain tingle, that make you, think about music differently. I think discovery is really important as an artist, and learning about who has come before you and what music has come before you is very important because studying allows you to take what you know and apply what you love. Yeah. I really feel like music is about it's really copy and paste, but with your own perspective. And if you don't have your own perspective is your artistry. Music is constantly recycled. So I would say if you want to be a good artist, first know what you're selling, know who you are, and then do your homework, study, read up, listen up. Like it's important. It takes you to where you need to be, and people will resonate with what you're doing because one, they've heard it before, but they've never seen what you're gonna do. So it's like they've felt this energy because you studied, but they haven't heard it this way because of your perspective. So it's the combination of those two things that I feel will really make impact. And also keep creating. Like, don't let social media and numbers like trickle you down because, child, it has to me before. And it's not cute, it's not fun, and it's not fair. Yeah. Because there's a million artists out right now and so much music being uploaded every day. And sometimes we do want to see that we are cutting through the noise, but it's not about how many people you can get on one post. It's about how many people you can reach consistently every day, how many different people are seeing what you're doing and listening to what you're doing. Yeah. So yeah, keep going, make sure you study, and get good at your craft. Do your craft every day. Yeah.
So yeah, keep putting yourself out there because you never know who's listening to you.
Exactly.
And is there anything else you'd like to add for the interview?
I would love to plug my short film that just came out. It is on YouTube right now on my channel, Kemmii. It is BQ from BK, a short film by Kemmii and Shamar Amir. I would love for you all to go and watch it. Go and, just listen, see the work that we've done over this summer. A couple thank yous to Shamar, Shaw Osborne, the Hot Boys, Court Street, all the models and actors that were a part of it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Opoku. And thank you to myself, because we fucking did that shit. Oh, sorry, can't curse. Oh my God. We ate that down.
Yes.
Period.
Everybody ate that. But
thank you. Sorry, bleep that out.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you again, Kemmii. And guys, if you are interested, please go ahead and check him out. Check out his music and his short film as well. And before we get into the Virgo track, we're also gonna play the track you sent me.
Yes.
We're gonna be playing Talk.
It's out right now.
Hey. So guys, sit back, relax, listen, and again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Of course, thank you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get back into the music.
Yes.